And hi, this is Matt Bradley-Tschirgi. I am an author of books like Star Trek video games and the films of Uwe Boll, the video game movies. I got a book on the Doom video games coming out next year, and I'm doing some more streaming of Dragon Quest uh, 1, 1 and 2, 2D HD. About 8 hours into it. If you have any questions, feel free to chat away in the chat. And if you'd like to like and subscribe, if you like it, like, subscribe, follow, all those fun verbs, I'd greatly appreciate it. So we are continuing this adventure. I'm more than I thought. 13 hours, or no. Oh, I see. Yeah, about 7.5 hours into it. My character is level 20. And this remake is a pretty wild reimagining of the original Dragon Quest. There's a lot more to do. And you can't just grind through it with the levels. I think that's a mistake I've made so far in the playthrough is I've sold off items for money when you should actually save all these weapons and use them for particular battles and so forth. Boss fights in particular are more strategic. And unlike the original game, you're always just fighting against one enemy. This, you fight against a group of enemies. So they've made it a good bit more challenging, even on normal mode. I've thought about dialing it back to easy mode. And maybe I will, just to speed more along through this game. I'm kind of curious as to how easy it makes it, because I've heard it's still quite a challenge, and it should be enough to beat this first dragon. So if I do that in the settings, MISC, how do I do status, tactics, info, game settings, difficulty? Yeah, so let's try switching it from Dragon Quest to Draki Quest if you're finding the going is too tough. So we'll see what's going. And I'm not going to be invincible, because I think that's kind of... I mean, I like that's an option, but I do want to dial it down to easy and see how we're going to go here. So first we're going to zoom. We're going to rescue this princess at the old craggy cave. And it's quicker if we get there by walking, because of where in the cave it puts us. And plus we can get a bit more XP, which is never a bad thing. I only got about 5,000 gold. And the next piece of armor I want is the magic armor, which is like 7,500. And even like with the original, like the difficulty is a lot more here in the game. I'm just going to put up my phone so I can see it if I get any messages. Medusas are defeated. But we can, if we look at my armor and stuff here, it's equipment. Oh, I am using the ice shield. That's something. So, okay. Iron helmet, cloak of evasion, ruby wristband, staff of sentencing. I mean, the ultimate weapons in these games are like the Erdrick weapons, right? From the warrior of legend, and you get 3 pieces of armor in the original from that near the end. I don't know if I think it's more in this version. I'm not sure. And it could be fun for me to, stream other versions of Dragon Quest 1 after this, but I do want to play other games. I do have, for the stream, I've purchased some stuff that I definitely will get to. And I would play a different game every day if I could, but it's better just to kind of stick to one to get more consistent streamer stuff. I get lost a lot. Where do I go? And where is the old map? Okay, I still need to go north and over. Yep. So we can see like I'm way overpowered for these enemies. And I have pretty good evasion. Although it's still a fair challenge. So like if this was the original Dragon Quest, right, you'd just be facing up against the wolf just by himself. And I mean, the balancing, of course, is different. I was listening to the Dragon Quest FM podcast, and they're talking about this remake, and one of the hosts made a good point where they think they changed this game a little bit too much, I think, in trying to make it so difficult, and that this was meant to be a super accessible RPG to begin with. We'll see. I'll probably, given that I turned it to easy, I'll probably get my ass kicked on this dragon still. So we will see how it goes. I will not play on invincibility. I'll not stoop that low. But I'm also, I'm middle-aged, and as you get older, you only have so much time to play these things. I don't believe you have to play everything on expert or even normal to get something out of a game. It is that whole kind of get good gatekeeping mentality I really don't agree with. Good old Bladdy, where they can steal magic points. So we haven't needed to do a healing spell yet. And if we look under next level is 1874, I mean, that's quite a lot of experience we would need. So we'll do a mid heal. I don't have any. Might as well use the medicinal herbs, right? So you don't have to use magic points. Because the item that restores magic points is very, very expensive. And I want to make sure I'm going the right way. So there's the map. The original game didn't even have any map, right? And yeah, I don't remember if they've made the dungeons more complicated or not. I'm thinking maybe. There's certainly some more dungeons. There's more things to explore. There's more side quest things. Like, it wasn't the whole rigmarole in the original to get the key, to get the door, to get to the princess, right? In the cave. But I like that stuff with the narrative. I really like what they're doing. The music recorded with an orchestra is nice. You have the old school sound effects, so you get kind of the balance between the old and the new. So that's nice to see. And look at all of this. And those damn muddy hands keep respawning themselves. The one time I was fighting against, like, they'd respawn themselves like 9 times or something. $617, that's a decent amount. Wow. Almost enough for a level up, which would be nice. Every level, of course, I think, the level up stuff, you get levels faster in the easier difficulty levels. But still, if you're not paying attention, you can still, it's not like you're practically playing on God mode anyway, and it's really difficult to do the difficulty level balancing. I've done game designs. Actually, I developed an RPG that was based on an unproduced Uwe Boll script. And that one, there was a version of the game, in retrospect, maybe I should have done multiple difficulties for that game, but, originally the game was difficult, almost like wizardry difficult. Like, you die after almost every battle unless you really knew what you were doing, and, like, luck was stacked again. Like, luck is a huge part of it, right? But apart from all that, there is, I decided to we made it, more accessible with the difficulty. But you could still die, just you had to work at it. And the point being, if you're designing the game, if you're testing the game, it's really difficult to realize what is easy or not, because you're kind of in too deep and you've played it a gazillion times and you made it, so you know how to. And that's why having an open beta, right, where you have people that haven't played the game before go into it and see what's going on, makes it really quite something. It's, how can I put this? That's not a good way to put it. It just gives you a perspective, right? Because the developers and the internal testers are not the same as the people that'll be playing the game at the end of the day. They're just not. And that doesn't mean it's not valuable to have internal testers, of course, test most of the other stuff, but the external part of testing is not. Good old bag of laughs. Okay, what are we doing here? Just a bit closer to my mouth. A group of enemies are defeated. So where that circle is where the dragon boss is. We'll skip that cutscene because I've played through it a few times, but it's a good, gives the princess more to do. Princess Gwaelin we're trying to rescue, and then you can drop her off. I mean, I guess we will drop her off at the castle. There is additional things if you don't drop her off and carry her with you the whole game, but it's there's stuff you have to do before. Then I'd rather just kind of play through it naturally and not have to do that. But that'll be a while. I mean, I have heard, I don't know what speedruns are in this game, but I've heard of people beating this game in 20 hours, which is a lot more than what the original took to beat. I don't think it'll take me, on this easier difficulty, I don't think it'll take me that. I'll guess, I'll just say like 15 hours is what I think I'll be able to beat this in. And I've done some side quest stuff. I've gotten 4 out of the 5 sigils. Is that the word for it? So you can skip the cutscenes. Thank God. We're going to fight. Oh, I should have healed myself before fighting the dragon. Oh well.
Thou wert guided, wert thou not? Almighty Rubus!
So the princess
Thou hast taken on the guise of a hero.
thinks that was the bad guy in disguise as the princess. This is the real princess. And you're trying to tell her you're for real and you got a note to prove. And so she's out of this kind of dream world thing that she has been placed under this spell with all that magic stuff, right? I'm no illusion. But we're going to be fighting, or not we, but just me. That'd be nice if the princess could have like shouted to try and help you or anything. But here we are. We're fighting the big bad dragon. Titular dragon in Dragon Quest, right? Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? So we are here. We are going to check some stuff. Abilities. So we want to do dodgy dance is good to increase your healing, and we want to go and do spells, right? Mid-heal. And we want to keep whacking this guy with, we should have probably bought a magic item, but we're do Dragon Slash. Does really good damage to dragons, really. And I can already tell this is doing a lot more damage than this. I mean, they really make this boss a real tank. I think I saw the HP was like over 2,000 or something. Mid-heal. Nice. 2 abilities, slash. Keeps on getting me at that fire, doesn't he? I've seen other people like use, if I level up, it might have to be to get this ability. It makes it you can do 2 spells in a row. We want to do the old dodgy dance again. And we should heal, because we're only at halfway with the Frozen with Fear. That's not great. Frozen with... Does that mean I can't... I don't know what even Frozen with Fear meant. I just lost a turn, I guess. Here, we'll... So when he uses the tail, that is what really gets you, right? That knocks out about half my health. We're going to go and do Dragon Slash. We'll do Dragon Slash again, why not? I think we'll stick to Dragon. Damn it. That was a big chunk of damage. Already down to 52 MP. Sure, we'll do Dodgy Dance. Damn it. That tail stuff just really whacks you, doesn't it? And this is on easy still. Yikes. I got his health to yellow, which means he was almost dead last time. Meaning when I say yellow, his when I attack him, the name appears yellow. That's the closest peak you get to his health. We'll do mid-heal. If I have to fight him again, I'll need to get some of those magic restoring items. That would really make a big difference here. I like that groan. He sounds really sickly, doesn't he? Damn it. Okay, so I'll do spells. Almost died there. Sure. I'm gonna die anyway. And I died. Wow. Damn. Well, okay, so this is hopeful. So he's down to yellow again. I might be able to beat him on a rematch. Let's see. And if not, I know what to do with that magic stuff. Why am I being protected from dying, I wonder? Is this... Does it have me set to invincibility? I need to turn that off then. This will be useful for this boss fight, but... I mean, I guess I do want to beat the boss, but I'll turn off that... I didn't know it turned on invincibility automatically when you chose easy. Because if it's invincibility... Oh well, we can at least see, you know, what's going on here. I'll take the easy win, but... Would have rather done it for real, but I've also fought this guy a million times, so... Turn that off in the options. Come on. So I think learning things from here, other than turning incivility off, is I really need to go and get more of those magic point items. How much health does this thing have? Jeez. Nice. We got him. It's a good animation of him, you know.
Such strength. Can it truly be?
Such strength, they say. A lot of experience, a lot of gold. Nice. Level 22. That's what I like to see. Got up 2 experience levels. Got Zapple, a stronger form of Zap, I guess. And we get to see
Beast is vanquished?
the uniting of the hero and the main character doesn't speak, which is a tradition. And, well, in the early games, the heroes don't speak. They change that later on. Your guy is thinking. They could have him move a little faster with these things. It's almost like we're watching a puppet show at times. And he gives her the, is it like
This
a
is my
necklace?
necklace.
Right.
I mislaid it when the fiends took me
The
captive.
voice acting on the princess is really good.
I thought it lost forever.
Some of the other ones are a bit all over the place, but and I wish they'd have had voice acting throughout. But they don't to save money. I get it, but like especially in this, if you're gonna do a whole HD-2D remake thing,
Thou hast
just
my
do
heartfelt
voices
thanks.
all the way through. Just come
As
on,
a gift from my beloved mother.
do the extra mile. I'd love to see what the budgets are in these remakes compared to like the Dragon Quest VII one, which is like a full
Yes,
kind of 3D remake.
thou art just as I imagined.
So you're the hero of her
Thou art
dreams
he.
or
I am
visions.
sure of it.
Is that a blushing emoji? I couldn't quite tell. Oh, she's curtsying.
I
These are
thank
really
thee once
cute
again.
animations. Nice.
Truly this time am Gwaelin, Princess of Tantagel. Hadst thou tarried any longer, I fear I might have perished in this place. But I knew that
They
thou
like a
wouldst
lot of
come,
the
brave
alliteration in this
hero. I kept the
translation.
faith.
Perished in this place. They also like the puns, which I'm a fan of. I
Thou
like those
wishest me
too.
to know thy true name. I see, and a very fine name it is too.
It's unusual you get a compliment on a name. Dot, dot, dot.
Almighty Rubus hath entrusted
Rubus is
me
kind of the
a
goddess
message
that's
of
in charge of
great
the world.
import. In it lieth the secret to our world's salvation.
Ah, so this will be
She
about.
bade me impart it only to he through whose veins floweth the blood of
So we're
Urge.
getting an important message here.
Now here thou art.
I bet this is about the
And the
bridge,
message is
maybe, that
this.
takes us to the Dragon Lord's castle. Oh, we're going to get a scene of Rubus, I guess. Concept art. Oh!
The sacred egg hath been tainted by the night. A great darkness shall soon engulf.
So this is added lore they did to link this to the
Power
other
of the land
games
shall fade.
explicitly.
Sun, rain, and rain's bow, all shall dwindle.
Right.
Unless, bold hero, thou canst stem the tide and see the land blessed.
Yeah, you're
once
trying to
more.
free the land from the darkness.
And the far south awaiteth one.
And so that'll be the next big quest, is to go south and see who knoweth all. Is it going to be a fairy or a dwarf or a gremlin? Who the hell
to their
knows?
aid. Go southward with all haste.
Go southward, it says. Interesting.
Forgive me. My duty done at last. I feel surpassing faint.
And
Wilt
the
thou
formality
take
in
me
the
to my
language
palace?
is something in the original game. And they've just really done a good job of keeping that in this version. Takes the princess in his big strong arms. Hilarious. Da-da-da-da-da-da. No, I mean, just nice use of the music here. Is it going to make us go all the way through the cave again? Or just warp us to the outside? That's what I don't know. But we should zoom back, get the cool armor, sleep in the inn, and before dropping her off at the castle. Meanwhile, what's foreboding? Uh-oh, is this the Dragon Lord, one of his minions? The glowing eyes. Such was the message entrusted into the princess. The dragon is defeated. Aye, by a human. A formidable one, indeed. Okay. Feels like there should be voice acting. Or there should be voice acting everywhere. I'll stop complaining. Very well, he shall be dealt with. All shall be as thou willst it, master. This is some other boss, I guess, we're fighting. Or is there someone that's above the Dragon Lord that we don't know? So we can see here, story objectives are updated, meaning what? Deliver Princess Gwaelin to the castle, gather the items to make the remaining sigils, and go and meet with the fairies, it says. So, okay. So, you know, there's circle areas where we need to go. It just struck me how the map, this looks like South America to the right. Oh well. Yeah, so I will go and zoom to Rimoldar. It's like a nerdiest name, isn't it? Sounds like a Star Trek planet. Or alien, right? That's all the Rimoldar species are here. I'm gonna sell light shield, cloak of evasion. And we'll keep going to rest at the end, and we won't bother saving our game until we drop off the princess and do all that. Welcome to the inn, weary traveler. Is it going to do something funny that you sleep with the princess in that inn? Or do you get an achievement or something? You do. It says a night to remember, stayed in an inn with a companion. That's a really polite way to put that. Funny. I mean, they could have been chased. He could have behaved himself. Don't know. And we can see that above is the main objective, meet with the fairies. But we're going to zoom to Tantagel. Soink. As we keep going, we will see what's here. And return her to the king and ba 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 ba. Ooh, can I go in here? I can. We got stuff to open, unlock doors and things. It must hurt his muscles to carry her that way. Though the master of the house offered those who find themselves cursed much in the way of succor, he extendeth no such courtesy to those who serve him. All right. Got a little wizard here. Those in my line of law be engaged in the study of any removal of curses. Should thou ever find themselves afflicted, seek me out. We did not, but we sold items earlier that they can curse you if you equip them. I want to see if there's items in here, damn it. That's pretty big, 3,300 gold, I'll take it. Have I heard? No. The secret of how magic keys might be created is once it lost, yet it said there's someone in a town somewhere engaged in research on how the secret might be regained. We did all that question, but that's good to know. But yeah, 3,300 gold, we just about doubled our gold here, which is nice. Now, we haven't been to a new town where there's more things to buy. And I believe this magic armor heals you as you walk around, or is that the Erdrick armor? One of those. But it's so funny, like level 22, in the original game, like you could beat the game at level like 25, or maybe that's where it maxed out, right? But here, because of the questing and how they rebalanced it, it's, I've heard of people beating the game in like the mid-40s, that sort of thing. So, and now they're all interested. I have a princess in my arm. Welcome to Tanta. Is this Princess Gwaelin I see before me? Should do it in a bad British accent. It is indeed. Bold Matt here did rescue me from the jaws of a slavering dragon, and now he hath returned me home. A dragon, princess. It seemeth thou hast been through quite the ordeal. Thou hast our thanks, good sir. Now quickly, to the throne room. The keeneth awaiteth. Not the keeneth. The king awaiteth his daughter's return.
Thou hast done us a great service indeed, sir. It shall not soon be forgotten.
All right. Love the fountain in the background. The water is very pretty. And you have everyone cheer, which is nice.
Come now. What is all this commotion?
Oh, the king is going to come out himself from the throne room. That's unusual. In the original, you just dropped her off in the throne room, and it was kind of not much different, except she was in the throne room, right next to her father.
What is the meaning of this? Do I yet dream?
'Tis no dream, sire. I too see it plain as day. Princess Gwaelin is returned.
So this is the first of the two main quests of the game, is to rescue the princess.
Forgive me, Father. Thou must have been worried indeed for my sake. But I am come home at last.
Oh, Gwaelin.
I wonder if you can beat it without rescuing the princess.
Cannot express my joy.
You might have been able to in the first one. I don't remember, but that's a good question. If you like what you see, please like, follow, and subscribe, all that stuff. I would advise it.
The fiends took possession.
Right, the fiend, they have the sphere of light. The Dragon Lord has it.
'Tis I who failed
Because
to
of
see
that,
the
there's all the
gravity of
darkness.
approaching darkness, and I who failed to save thee from thy plight. Thou hast suffered much. I hope in time thou might learn to forgive me.
Good acting from the king as well. I mean, like, these main characters are acted well, so some of these side ones, it lean a bit into stereotypes, which kind of fits the kind of jokey
Thou
nature
hast
of the
the
Dragon
right of it,
Quest
of course,
games.
dear daughter. We must laugh, not weep, for thou art back home safe and sound.
We must laugh, not weep. That's
And
nice.
all is thanks to my
Good line.
savior here.
I'm the savior. It's spelled with the U because of European localization.
We are forever in thy debt, good sir. Thou didst save my daughter, and in so doing myself also. This day shall be remembered forevermore. None shall forget the debt we owe thee. All hail my daughter's deliverer!
What a nice moment, right? You're getting a real celebration for completing this first quest, which means you're kind of halfway through the main game, I guess. We'll see with this version what it's like.
Come, daughter. Take thy rightful place by my side.
Sure, I mean, this is, I remember from the first one, right? The original version, I guess. You can see she goes and sits on her throne at the side. This is quite a nice big throne. And everyone cheering. Nice touch. Well done.
Majesty, will we not celebrate the princess's return with a banquet?
Oh, they want a banquet, is it?
We will not. For though I am glad beyond words, our world
That's
is
funny.
still in
Yeah, they
peril.
don't want to feed her food
The Dragon Lord yet
because the
reigneth
world
over
is
that
still in
cursed
peril.
isle.
Indeed. And his fiendish underlings torment the people still.
So getting some
Besides,
political satire in
my
there.
lives were lost in the search for myself and the sphere of light.
It would not be right to celebrate.
It would not be right to celebrate.
Tis true, of course, that the times in which we find ourselves are grave. But there is hope yet. Young hero, recent events have taught me much, not least that thou must indeed be that which thou claimest. Namely, the true descendant of mighty Erdrick.
Wow.
My people, I hereby say to you, a hero yet liveth in this beleaguered world of ours. And while there is a hero, there is hope. Let us lend him our aid,
Man.
that he might vanquish
So, I mean,
the
they made
Dragon
this into a
Lord
real meal
and
here. It's
deliver
great.
us
Love it.
from evil.
Huzzah! as the camera zooms out more. Nice. Very, very good scene. I don't think he has possibly more to say, does he? He gives us a little bow.
All hail our savior!
And this almost feels like it could be the end of the game, but it's not. But
Aye, mightier than a
Jeez, they really landed on thick. Mightier than 100 knights, 1,000 even.
We shall surely prevail.
And everyone's all sweaty for whatever reason. There's a little boy going to give you an item or something. Oh, it's going to fade out. And the objectives are updated. Speak with Gwaelin on the castle roof. I should do that. Let's see what happens. Thou art he who delivered Princess Gwaelin from peril, art thou not? Yes. Is the princess to be thy bride? Yes. Zounds. Would that I might grow to be so gallant and bold. Nice, nice, nice. The princess has returned to rest unharmed. Lo, it is like to be a dream. Okay, so... I see, and she's just on the roof right out here, so they didn't make it a big deal. And we'll do yet another scene. So, I mean, they did Final Fantasy it a bit with more cutscenes. There's an interview with the designer, Yuji Horii, who's the...
Oh, I hope I did not worry thee unduly.
Who's been the chief designer of these games, and he described the Final Fantasy games as games where people talk a lot, which is true.
Well, nor am I unhappy.
So she's
Quite
not...
the opposite, in fact. To see the people proclaim thee a hero doth make my heart well fit.
so fit to bursting. Yeah, no, this is just...
And yet,
Yeah, very Shakespearean kind of influence. Also a bit of like Canterbury Tales, right? By Chaucer. And now, yeah, classic kind of view of the Dragon Lord's castle with all the mountains and darkness of
the
clouds.
sphere of light is yet in the Dragon Lord's possession. And until it is returned, the world will not know peace.
Very good, very good. And she's thinking.
Thou meanest to return it, dost thou not?
This is a hint towards the end of the game, right? Where you're given a choice to either, join the bad guys or not. I guess I should have said no to see what you would have said. Ah, well. Get wrapped up in the moment.
I had thought as much. And in order to do so, thou must needs face him in battle.
Yeah, no shit. You have to fight the Dragon Lord. What's your point?
His power is nigh fathomless. This alone is frightening enough. Even more frightening is that we know so little about him.
Right. So
His true
he's this
origins,
big unknown
true nature.
whose power is darkened the world.
When he declared the sphere to be his by right, what if he spoke true?
What if the land was meant to go into darkness? So it's about fate, will versus fate,
Please,
right?
thou must take
Free
me
will
with thee
versus-
when thou venturest forth to face him. I cannot simply wait here while thou riskest thy life for all our sakes.
Oh, can I take
If
her?
something were to happen to thee, I would...
She has a lot of attachment to you already. But you shake your head no.
I know full well that I would be little more than a hindrance.
Hmm.
Yet nonetheless, I would be by thy side.
So you'd refuse to take...
Thou wouldst have me await thee here.
You'd rather have her wait here and be safe in the castle. But you can take her with you if you do this
Very well then,
other stuff, which I didn't do.
since thou didst ask it of me. And right prettily at that.
Right prettily.
must
Oh, she's
swear
very
to
good at
wife
sounding flirty. That's funny.
That thou wilt return to me unharmed.
bow. I mean,
I
even
would
though...
give thee a gift ere thou departest.
Ah, what is the gift? Oh, okay. I think I read
'Tis
about
a token
this.
of my love for thee.
It's moving quick, already declaring love, eh? She can communicate through this necklace thing. I think I was reading about that somewhere.
Though we be far apart, e'er shall I be at thy side. This is my pledge to thee, beloved.
And like the main voice acting is so good that you just wish they would have added it to all the characters. Like I don't see why not. And thanks again. Unfortunate news. Reports have reached us of Damdara in the west has been attacked. The town lieth seemingly in ruins. As if these were not grim enough tidings, word no longer reaches us from Cantlin in the south. So a lot of towns have been sacked. It is a town girded all about by great walls, and would surely not fall easily, nonetheless. So I didn't think this would be so cutscene heavy, but that it makes sense. You're trying to add more quests and trying to make it, and instead of basically just getting the items to build the bridge and kill the Dragon Lord, and that's it, right? What do you impose upon the poor boy further when he hath already returned to us the flower of our realm? Fear not, Matt. We are aware of that quest. Okay, so they're talking about side quest stuff. Meaning we have a choice, but we can do stuff in the south. That's fine. Thou must do as thou seest fit, beloved. Oh, she's calling her beloved in front of her father. So look at all these damn objectives, right? Lots of them, lots of them, lots of them. Okay. So we were wanting to save the game, so we'll do that in this town. And save the game and go see the fairies, I guess, as we work our way down. We should get that final sigil. Now, what you can see on the map, they don't show treasure chest, right? But they do show places that are locked. I don't have the right key for that one, but I thought there was more keys around here, isn't there? Nice flowers and it's an especially nice arrangement of this piece. So you can squiggle back here. Oh. What's this? That's where he just came out of. Isn't there stuff like behind? Oh, are they kissing? Who shall deliver us? Who shall vanquish the Dragon Lord, arch servant of wickedness? Were one capable of doing so to appear, I may pass all remaining days of my life alone with my beloved. Will someone not deliver us from the wickedness of the Dragon Lord? Okay. Again, just nice flavor stuff here, right? You see these guards training. So if we go out this exit, this puts us somewhere else in the castle, I think. Right? But I think there's something up and around. Well, I do want to go into miscellaneous game settings, difficulty. And okay, it did have instability on. We don't want that. We'll do Draki Quest, but turn instability off. Draki quest. There we go. I don't... Okay. That's just really sensitive with this controller. Nice. Okay. Oh yeah, these are the things that zap you. Got it. So how much health is that going to get? Yeah, I got enough health to get through it. That thou didst reach this place is proof of thy fortitude. Perhaps one so bold might be capable of besting the creatures that infest the grave of Galen. Venture to Galimholm and seek out the grave of the great bard. Yet to know it thou wilt require a key rarer than even the magic key. A prayer ring. Okay. So if we try to equip it... Oh, what kind of item is it then? Can use it to restore MP, you can only use it once. So I mean that item isn't great. 157. Said you only gain health when you walk on the other part? I have no idea. Dun, 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 dun. And it is worth mentioning with, Dragon Quest, it was... Yuji Horii was... I just wrote an article about this for Old School Gamer that's coming out in their January issue of, 50 greatest games of all time. But point being, they have done a game wherein it was meant to be an introductory RPG where he was inspired by, Might and Magic and Wizardry and Bard's Tale. And trying to... in Ultima, right? And trying to do a version that you could play on a console, where you have a controller, and it was the Famicom, right, the Nintendo, a controller with just one button, not many buttons. I want to see what's in this little door to the side, or is that where we just were? I can't remember, they all look the same. Woof. That is where I just was. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay, what's in here? I think, is it the Sunstone? There's something in the basement of the castle. Ever had I known the one descended from mighty Erdrick would one day visit me here. Dost thy, having been able to enter this place alone, signify that thou art the long-awaited visitor? And I have heard thou savest the fair Princess Goylin, 'tis a feat indeed. Then I have a gift for thee, friend. Yes, nice. So that's one of the 3 items you need to create the Rainbow Bridge. Long, long ago, mighty Erdrick did entrust the Sunstone to the man who was Chancellor of Tantegel at the time. And he passed it on to his firstborn child, and they to theirs, and so on down the years. Its existence, some of biblical, some of this language, right, hath remained a secret, even those for the royal line, even from mine own son, who doth now serve as Chancellor. Forgive me, I might imagine it was no easy task finding it for me, but these are the steps necessary in order to keep some treasures from the hands of the wicked. Oh, I see. Thou art a stork, yet magnanimous soul, just as thine ancestor was, if mine own is to be believed. Thou wilt bring light into our realm once more, of that I have no doubt. But long have I kept my vigil here, I grow tired. Is he going to die? Yes, I must take my rest at last. I think initially you just got it from a... Something in thee surely bringeth to mind mighty Erdrick, hero of legend. I pray that they too might bring peace to the land, Matt. Great, so we got a major item. We rescued the princess. Let's zoom to the fairy village. And that the original didn't have fairies, but it made it into kind of a hub, right? I think is noticeable. And when it says meet with the fairies, do they mean in here? Probably. Thought we could save the game in here, but maybe not. Dun, dun, dun. This is a nice verdant area. Hello again. Okay, so it said meet with the fairies, but if we... Let's, Here, so let's... The Nameless Ruins, I don't think there's a... Oh, that's nice. It says the icon's what has like a bed or not. We'll do the roadside inn to save and then warp. Does it even let us save the game? I think it should just at the inns, I think. Or doesn't it? Oh, shit. No, it has to be at the church or something. Damn it. Let's do it at the Gallon Home. Should have just saved at the castle. Maybe we try and do this quest here to find the harp. So use the harp to fight the... I'm closely related to a minstrel. Right, yeah, by the name of Zalen. Though the land is beset by monsters and dangerous still, he roam hither and yon. It's a cat suit. What's the Reign of Clarity? Prevents you from being confused. Maybe we should do that to replace the Dragon Scale. Sure. That's a risk I'm willing to take. Lowers the defense slightly, but to avoid having a confused spell will eat up precious attack turns. The entrance to the grave of Galen is yonder. Okay, what do we got here? We'll play a little bit more. Dragon Quest is just real comfort food. It's a fun series, and I've had some success streaming it, so trying to find your niche, right? That's important in streaming. Know that none have ventured into the grave and return. Enter if you don't carest for thy young life. Spooky. So we're doing some of these side quests that feed into the main quest. They're not optional stuff. Let's go roundabout a bit to get through this. Looks like we gotta go clockwise. I think I'll be overpowered here. Those mushrooms, silly little fun guys. Getting all the experience points. I do not have the key to open it. Good to know. Okay, so going to evac, go back here, go and save, stay at the end, save the damn game, and I don't have to quite get to my chores quite yet, get back to adulting, but I think we can venture southward and go east and check out some of those old sacked villages and try and get that last sigil if we can survive that fight all the way there. So we will keep going, and going, and going, seeing what is happening here. And we'll go and save our game at the church. So do we want to... I see. So to get to... The upper right is where we get that sigil, but to get there we gotta... I'm not even sure how to get there even. Okay. Regardless, we can warp somewhat close to the Field of Flowers and check out the... I think it's that sacked city or something in the lower right. And these little areas have little hidden items and things that we can look and see, right, with nose for treasure, if there's any more treasures to be found there. Which there isn't, which is fine. I am hoping this town, or whatever it is, in the lower right corner, or lower right from where we are, maybe southeast. We're going to keep venturing here. Oh, and those, I mean, that's a nice addition. You have these little sparkly things, right? And what they show is they have, you know, little additional items, usually seeds or things that can help your stats. And that the one enemy fleed showed were kind of overpowered for the area, which is nice. It's kind of nice boost to the ego, and it's a nice sort of hint that, not that you shouldn't have leveled so much, but that you're in good shape in this area, right? You don't have to get around and move. So what is the Asbestos Earrings? Reduce attacks by fire attacks and spells. So we get these two. The Ring of Clarity helps you from being confused. The Ruby Wristband. What? Equipment bag. So if I unequip, hold on, I just lost myself. Okay, equipment bag. I want to take it out and equip it. And then I want to replace the Asbestos reduced fire attacks, which is great, because the last boss, a lot of the enemies have fire attacks. Okay. Ruby Wristband, we're going to replace, we're going to unequip, then we'll re-equip the Ring of Clarity. We got High Luck, and what does luck do? I think it increases your chance to dodge partially, but it also makes it so you get better gold rewards and things from enemies when you defeat them. Ah, good, good. So this is good to know. So this guy will let us save our game here, which is nice. And this guy, we've collected some medals, so can we buy anything with them? The mini medals, this is again something they've added in later versions. Such maximal muscle in both leg and arm, such purpose. Thou art possessed of maximal metal seeking potential. Okay. So he just gives you stuff automatically depending on how many medals you have. Okay. So if I get one more medal, I can find a different reward. He gave me another prayer ring. That's not great. Like it. Okay, fine. There's no weapon shop in here. I would like to see that, but I will. Gladly stay at the inn, save the game, and continue to venture to that town that has been sacked. But is this the town with the deadly? It's like a, not a mummy exactly. I like that it's a goddess instead of god. That's different. Not sure if it was goddess in the beginning or not, but in Japanese religions, you have things like Shinto and stuff. You have idea, like goddesses and things. But it makes it feel more fantastical, right? Hocus Chimera. That means they cast spells, apparently. So, but even on easy mode, I was fully healed and my health was knocked down to, looks like it knocked down 25% by the first encounter, right? That's something we can do. The weird wood, it says Damdara is up north. Oh, could it be that town in the desert, I suppose? Could be, could be. We want to go through the weird wood to see what's on that bridge, I guess. I want to collect this thing first, which I was going to do before and then forgot. So nice. Oh, suit of iron armor. Keep on getting all these extra rings. So if I... Yeah, iron armor is not what we want, but... Metal slimes. Oh boy. Okay, so these... If we can beat one of these, we'll get a lot of health. Cattle prod. Just try a miracle slash, I guess. The thing is, they like flee, and they're not really... Come on, I want to kill my first metal slime. I'll use Zapple. Nice. He's resistant. So I will do this miracle slash again.
I shall rend thee asunder!
Damn it! But it's so fun though, killing one of those. You like almost always get a level up and tons of gold and all this. Let's see, what is... It reduces enemies from spells is what the magic armor does. Good to know, good to know. Maybe it's the Erdrick armor, then it heals you as you walk, which is nice. Doesn't heal a lot, but over time it, saves you from... You don't get a lot of MP in this game, so if you don't have to use it, why use it, right? I would definitely heal. It's taking my beloved magic. Damn you. think there's a third level of heal called full heal or something. Damn it.
Much better.
I will heal once again. Maybe cast a agility thing on myself, right?
Much better.
So again, even for easy mode, I would say this is quite challenging. I don't think I could become confused, could I? Abilities. Undead Undoer. Cattle Prod. I think this might do good. Let's see. Damn it. I attacked myself. That's not great. Damn it. I didn't want to die. No. Mid-heal. So that does 45 there. That shadow, the undead attack only did like 60 damage. That's not great. Nice. So this better give me a lot of... That was a tough fight, man. It's not even that much experience. How much of the next level? Fair amount. We only got 3 spells left to unlock, right? That's not... It's pretty nice. Yeah, we'll do... If we go up to this spot, this will be a good stopping point. Then I gotta go do more, flip the dishes, clean up the tidy up the downstairs a bit. Exciting adult stuff. I was a bachelor, man. All I had was paper plates and TV dinners. So lazy. Fun in its own way, but like... that scorpion. It's best to get rid of like one enemy first. And if there's magic ones, maybe get rid of them because of their healing. And the spells can cause, damage, but... Like, if I were balancing this game, this is say nothing against the people that, designed it, I would do it a bit differently. I think easy needs to be... That it does the difficulty stuff by default, or the invisibility by default is an interesting choice, but... I cannot open a map here. That's a different choice. Okay. Oh, this is... Damn it. This is a thing that's like a maze. Well, nuts. This might be a good point to tap out. We'll just see how it goes. And those trees in the foreground are nice. I can always use evac to get out of here if I don't want to. The Gorgon. Gorgon? How do you pronounce it? Gorgon? This is the second version of this enemy that we've seen. But they haven't really attacked me yet, right? So I don't know what they're going to do when they... how much damage they do after all the defense lowering. Didn't matter, they didn't hit me the whole time. And if we check the leveling up... you know, I bet I'll level up once at least. That's something. I can't open up the map, can I? This is going to feed me into something where it loops upon itself. Ugh. This goes right, left, whatever. Maybe I just exit the way I came? Does that make me leave? Is there a hint somewhere that I've missed? I need to look up the old hint guide for it. Could be. What if I just go down here? Is that the exit? What I am not sure about is looking at the map. I just want to see how I get up here. Is that possible? So, it's all these caves. See, there's like a castle there. That's cool, but... I'm going to go Google up a hint really quick. Let's see here. Seeing the map, what to do. Okay. Okay, so looking on a hint here, I got a little bit of an idea of what to do. So we will just gotta go back here. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go and at least get a level up. I think we can do that much. Can I use the necklace just to talk to it? No. But she can. A gift from Princess Gwaelin that allows her words to reach its recipient wherever he happens to be. Does it let you choose the gender at the beginning? I wonder. I don't know. After being lost, I guess she talks to you and you get to fight a boss. Those Gorgians aren't that hard. It'll keep looping itself at first, but then you can, you know, find other stuff later about where to go. A tree face. I like that design. I would have thought it had a better pun for a name, but what can you do? Uh-oh. It healed twice. Come on. Who would have thought a tree would have been so difficult? There we go. Almost enough for a level up, not quite. I want to make sure I have enough to... Here, I can at least use an item. Or not. But I do have a Chimera wing, so I can, might as well just heal up. I have above 200 hit points, that's noticeable. Noticeable, notable. So here I didn't wander quite enough last time. And now with the little necklace, shaped like a heart, Kazai Goylin, I sense that befuddlement even through the necklace. So she will... I see, then allow me to aid thee as I did before. Almighty Rubus, I call upon thy holy power, reveal the path ahead. And now we can see the map, I guess. The illusions are gone, the path ahead is clear. Onward, beloved. Beloved? Beloved. Okay. Brief scene to the point, nice. So now we can see there in fact is a map. And I don't think we want to try fighting things, but this is, I'll get a level up, go and save my game, and that'll be a good stopping point. We've at least gotten the map open in this castle, and that's good to see. I don't have any healing items, so I better get rid of these guys fast. That one just fleed. What a chicken. Come on. Nice. I think I'm enough to level up. Let's see. Yes, level 23. Fantastic. So we've done a lot in this bit over an hour. I've bumped the difficulty down to easy, which is fine. Still, it's a bit of a challenge. Gotten up from level 20 all the way up to level 23, defeated the dragon, and unlocked the sort of maze, solved part of this maze in here. Okay, so next time we play, we will... Got it. This will be our good stopping off point. Citadel of the Monarch of Metals, it says. But do I... Yeah, I think I can use the inn and save the game and all that, right? Let's take a look. So we're almost at 10 hours. Yowza. Okay. I didn't notice it saves in the European time format, day, month, year. That's how much the world does it, though. I don't intend to continue my adventure today, but hope you enjoyed this stream of Dragon Quest I. I will catch you later.